Welcome back, everybody. This is that Brown Bat here for the next installment of Tiny Toons Adventures. No, Tiny Towns Adventures. And today we are going to break the camera, break the logic. I'm going to change to a flyer. Anybody that doesn't like Tinkerbell, this is your ticket to ride out of here. Okay, only Tinkerbell fans can watch. All right, shut up. All right. I'm going to shut that off. What we're going to do is we're going to continue on with this, but we're going to build another town. And what I want to do is, hopefully I'm going to do right, is I want to go to my collection and I am going to get available the Frozen theme or terrain. And we'll worry about the Sky Dome later on. So this is going to look kind of weird while we're playing because it's going to keep rotating between the sky domes. So again, I'm going to start with the 12 by 12, which is just called a terrain block. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to connect these. Okay, I'm just going to set this up here. I'm going to put that right there, and I'm going to put that one right there, and it's going to start right here. And bring it down, make sure it's lined up. And I hope I didn't just hit the left button, because I think I did. Did I? Nope, we're good. But I need to drop it down one. Perfect. Okay, now let's set the theme. You can use Frozen. I'm going to use Frozen Flourish. You can use Hoth. Or you can mix and mash. Mix and mash. Mix and match. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. But how about this time I do a little bit bigger? Which I'm not going to do it step by step. I want to cut back and forth. Or I'm going to jump cut in certain areas. Because I already showed you the basics of it. And you don't need to see me do everything step by step again, because that is just 7 of 9. And if you don't know what that means, good. All right. And then what did I do? If I remember correctly, this, you know what? I'm just going to go over here and line her up, because I don't remember the measurements, because I did it a little bit different before. I did it step by step, and I'm cutting corners. But I need the 3 tall instead of the 6 tall. Okay. 4 houses. 4 houses. We are using, let's see, set 5, 6, or 7. Set 7. Chewy set 271, and we're going to use these for houses. Primarily these, right? And the cupcakes. And according to Disney Infinity Files, these are something else. They're not called cupcakes. They're called something else. Something that I never knew what they were before, but it is what it is. So forget about why and what. Stairs. What kind of stairs? Ice stairs? Do we want to have a lawsuit on our hands? All right, let's flesh everything out first, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing right now. Right now, I don't. All I know is it's going to look different than before. All right, so staircase is going to start here. Then it's going to go here. Then it's going to go like that. All right, there's our staircase. We're going to flush out our staircase. One, two, three, 4. Open up the bathroom door. That was from Muppet Babies, so if it sounds weird, just don't blame me, blame Muppet Babies. Muppet Babies, blah, 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 ba-doody-wop. Doody-wop. Doody wop. Is this supposed to be 4? Did I make that thin? Yes, I did. I made it wide on the base and thin going up. That's fine by me. All right, let's... We're still going to have to block these out. But these are 2, so that's fine. So, terrain... Oh, not rocky, the regular ones. Let's change these to Frosted White World. And I'm just going to go like this. I don't think that we're going to have a 2x2, I mean a 3x3x3 building. So that'll be perfectly fine. That lines up perfectly, I think. Therefore, I am. And then I'm just gonna see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need the gate of 3. So if I want to do a gate, I can do a gate with this, or I can do yeah, let's do that. Let's do 4. I'll show you what I'm going to do in a second. Alright, so that makes 4. We're going to go over 1 more, but again, I'm just blocking this out because I have to get those cliff sides built up. Alright, so if I go down to, or up to decorations, nope, I don't know why I said that. Need to find this basic. I can do an arch block or an entranceway like this. Alright, so let me set the theme to possibly ice, baby. Ding 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 ding. Dee 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 dee. Vanilla ice. Word to your mother. Ba 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 ba. Alright. Have you ever noticed when you do something, when you're flushing it out, it looks like trash? Absolutely. Alright, but let's just keep going, and hopefully it won't look like trash in 30 minutes from now. Building group 4, let's find Mickey's farm, and make this rock, stone, whatever. Here we go. Hopefully this will fit. Because if it doesn't, it's going to suck. But this seems to be the same purple as the Frozen Flourish. I never thought of that before, but it does. I don't know why I just selected that, because I have to change the texture here. I don't think it really matters how you get these in here. I think that looks fine. Alright. Let's fix these. Clear and playback. Just double check before I delete it that it got everything. Again, it was just the same thing as before. Alright, so now we got that out of the way. We're ready to start playing around with these buildings. But I only want these up on top. I don't want these on the bottom. I need to go to I think it's still building set or building group 7, but I want to find the frozen cabins. These. Specifically, which one? This one. I think it's this one. Correct. Arendelle House 2. I'm going to set that down. Get rid of some of these. I'm going to bring this out like that. They don't all... Yeah, some of them are going to be in, some are going to be out, I think. But I'm not going to stagger them. So I might do one. Just like that, I think. Hopefully it works. Alright, so now I need the replayer again, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cram things in. And hopefully it works. Now, here's another issue. All these buildings are the same. Let me find a gap. I don't want... Let me leave one vacant. Just so it looks different. Because I don't think there's anything else that I can put in here that won't stick out like a sore thumb. It might be, but I don't think there is. Oaken's house, or whatever his name is. What's his name? Oh, the trading post. Yeah, that would fit in. That would fit in there. Let me just get rid of... Let me set these up and we can fit that other thing in there probably. Somewhere. Well, we only want one. We have to do this on the other side as well. I'm going to hit stop here. No, I'm going to hit clear. I'm going to hit record. Now I'm going to go into the train. Actually, no. Because I'm using two different things. Stop. I need another one of these. I'm going to hit record with this. Then I'm going to go to the terrain. And I'm going to use this large cliff ledge. Yeah, I need something. Maybe. That might work. Alright. Clear. I'm going to play that back. Play that back. Was that necessary? Yes, it was for the ones back in there. Just like I thought. Okay. Where are those buildings? They should be under most used. So what I want to do is get these going like this. That's why I wanted to line that up to see if that was going to be important, or to see if it was necessary for the ones that are back in there, and I don't think it is. These are going to go crisscross. It'll make you jump, and I'm wondering if Now that comes out too far. If I have to rip all this other stuff out, think maybe not. Let me just hit clear on this and bring these down. Clear. All right, I need a trigger area to get those to come in. All right, there's my issue. What do I do behind here? I didn't think that one through before. Okay, let me grab a hold of this. If this was in here. Oh, that'd look better. Okay. Let me hit clear on this. Get all that out of there. Make this brand new. I think I'm going to need 2 of these. I'm going to need to put this on a recorder. It's not going to be that difficult because nothing should be in the way. And the floor. Oh, that didn't need to be on there, only the floor. Oh, yeah. Let me hit stop. It's all on the recorder, so that's good. I'm just going to hit clear on this. Then record again. And then get those big pieces, the cliff pieces. Oh, I need to clear the houses. Let me hit stop. Clear the houses. Hit record on that again. 1 and oh no! All right, we're good. We're still good. We're gonna try to overlap that. I'm gonna try to overlap it and not get Z fighting. Stop. Clear or delete, whatever. Record again. Clear it all. Now play it back. Clear it all. Reverse playback. It all came in and there is Z fighting. All right. No bueno. Hit record. Delete one of these. Let's delete the one on the left. Okay. Now I'm going to hit stop. Delete this. Come back over here. Hit record. Instead of that, let's get the climbing cliff. Oh. Hit stop. I have to delete that. Hit record. Make sure you're hitting stop and not leaving that in record because it's gonna override things if you do. If you don't. Now I'm gonna hit clear. Now reverse playback. Now no Z fighting. Just because one of these takes preference over the other one and doesn't allow the Z fighting to happen. Good. Now let's bring the houses in, see what happens. Perfect. Houses are doing what they're supposed to do. Now potentially I could go back here and get stuck. But I could always find my way out. You could always put other blocks in there if you want. But I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. So that one was never in use. We're done with that so far. We're done with that so far. And I don't foresee us using those again. in that capacity, but we're going to go over here and do the same thing. Okay, and all right, let's get rid of all these. And let's put in our cliffs. So we're going to have to get rid of the floor. And we're going to have to get rid of these. All right, I'm going to hit clear. I'm going to hit record. And get those cliff pieces. Now these line up perfectly. I don't have to worry about any shenanigans with these. Now, I do see that is an issue here, and I'm going to have to rip that apart because I wasn't thinking ahead of time. Oopsie me. That needs to be on a... Oh, well. I have to rip all this apart again. I'm going to have to do that on the other side as well. Whoa. Because, for some reason, I never put this in. I didn't think it was necessary, I guess. Alright. So. Clear. Playback. That has to be reverse playback. Alright, I need to get this in here. Clear. Record. Oh my goodness gracious. No. Clear, record, and I got to put that narrow cliff ledge back in here because I just deleted it. Clear, reverse playback. All right, should be good to go. Not yet. I have to put those houses in here. All right, so let me find the houses. Group 7, yeah. All right, what ones stick out? Where are they? Stick out right like that? Yes. All right, we're gonna have one not here. So in this case, yes, I am gonna have one here. I'm gonna have it right down there, and that'll just be sticking out in that spot. Everything else, not necessarily. And that'll be the furthest one, and everything else will be backed up against that. Okay. Oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah, good. Never mind. Yes, pay attention, class. All right. Let's hit record. Recorder. Bring you down. Let's see, 1, 2, in. Let's see, do you want to go in, out? Yeah, it'll be on a cliff. Who cares? That'll be fine. All right, do we want to have a gap in any of these? It doesn't matter. I'll leave all these. The only gap will be down there. Okay. I'm going to hit stop. I'm going to just line up the ones that are going to get the crisscross. Right like that. I'm going to hit clear. Clear. Then I'm just going to bring these down. Like so. Boom. Clear. Alright. And I think I have to clear on this, then reverse playback again. There we go, and then play these back. And get the helper agent here. Just like that. Play. Now, if I put crisscross on these, is that going to make a difference? I don't think it will. I don't, you won't be able to see it, so it doesn't matter. Now, I'm just curious. I could get rid of that gap in there. Here I'd have to redo it, but let me clear these houses, bring that one down. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Except for the fact is I have to delete those mountain pieces. Alright, so make sure you hit stop before you start deleting stuff. Record. Bring you down. Hit clear. Clear. Hit clear. Hit reverse playback. Now hit play. And that is garbage because now we have Z fighting. So let's not have Z fighting. And I believe we're done. Hopefully we're done because I don't want to redo it. You don't have to use the cabins, by the way. You can use the Fantasyland cottages, which in hindsight I should have done, but I was thinking about Arendelle, so that's what we're going to do. We're leaving it these, and I was going to put Oaken's cottage in here, and I just deleted stuff. I don't want to go back and do it. The cottage stays out because I'm not going to do it again. Alright, so let's see if we can get by with using the lantern pole from Lone Ranger and stick some of these in here. The reason I'm using these is because these actually emit a glow in the dark. It's one of the only toys non-modded that does that. Not the only one of the only ones. So it lights up really nicely in the dark. And I'm going to put one on each of the buildings. And maybe one on the sides for the ones that have the side doors. Not necessary, but something you can do if you want. Just try not to delete stuff once you put those in there. What do you want to use for the railings? It's completely up to you. Snow railings. I guess for this, I'm just going to use the city railings. I wonder, I'm going to set that aside. I might be able to get away with using Nope. See, it overhangs. Maybe it's not that big of a deal, but maybe it is. Nah, it looks ridiculous. You can also use Brave Set, I think. It might work. Building set 6, the crenellations. Yeah, it will work. It's the same color. So that is a plus without mods. Unless you change the Sky Dome and it doesn't blend anymore, which has been a thing in certain circumstances with different toys. Okay. We're halfway there. Let me save her. Now we have to determine what we're going to do with buildings going in here. Because down here we have the little cottages. And we need bigger buildings plus these. It's not going to cut it, I don't think. Unless I have an idea. Bring in Sugar Rush. Bring in Sugar Rush. Alright. So we got Sugar Rush. And let us try. I'm not sure. This might work. This might not work. I was thinking about building an ice theme. I think this will work. Which means we won't want to use the ice. What if, hear me out now, what if I use, what if we have a wall? What if we have a wall? So what are you talking about? Just stay with me and watch what I'm doing. Building a wall. Alright, so now that's perfect. Lined up. I won't need that, I don't think. Alright, we're building an ice wall. But in order to do this, we need a replayer. Because it won't work otherwise. Unless we can use a path creator for what we're doing, but for every one of these pieces, I'm just getting on the record. I don't know if this is going to work. Now I'm going to hit record again. And I'm going to go to the walls. You know, even walls fall down. Some days are diamonds. Some days are rock so big it can crush this town, and I can't hold on forever. Even walls fall down. So that's what you do because you don't have the regular walls, and no Z fighting, no fuss, no muss, and there we have. Now it's kind of weird, but we're going to probably put things in front of that to hide the fact that it is solid plain. Alright. I might be done with this. Depends on if we go across. Now, I don't think we need to. I think that'll be fine. It's totally different from that. Definitely totally different. But I am wondering if that's just too tall, because the idea is we're not going to go this way or this way. We're going to go straight in, and it leaves to the imagination what lies ahead. All right, back to Sugar Rush. I think the idea is I'm going to start out small. I said small. All right. I don't have anything. Just I don't know if this is going to work. I hope it is. Because I'm recording and I don't feel like doing it again. Because if it doesn't work, I'm going to be like, hey, Lion THD, I ain't got nothing for Christmas. My recording's stupid and stuff. And I ain't doing it. Because stuff. Stuff. You're like, you can't. You have to. I'd be like, I don't have to do nothing. What? Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know. I have never done this before. Not in this magnitude or whatever. Tiny, are these 3x3s? All right, so I can substitute these two with a 3x6 or 6x3. Same thing over here. The idea is I'm staggering these up. Again, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. Can I go the same? Yeah. All right, so let me grab this. Combine that. Oops. Combine that with that. Delete these two. Combine this with that. And then put that right like that. Then get the... Nope. This one, yes. And nope, back it up. Yeah, about like maybe right like that. And then stagger some things. Maybe again, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. Because right now it just looks like some weird Minecraft mountain made of cake. Alright, so... Man, I don't know. I don't know. This needs to be big. Taller. I have no idea what I'm doing, people. I have no idea. Help me. Help me. All right. The idea is this stuff gets embedded in here. So I should be able to just put you in half like that and come back through with a trigger area. Maybe not per se with these, but this, let's see. I mean, yeah, we're not using that one because it's so weird. This needs to be in the middle. Whatever's here needs to be in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. All right, cake. Let me make sure this is in the middle. Merengue. That's what these things are called in the files. Merengue. Anyway. So I want a merengue like in here, like that. Or no. I want, yeah, triple merengue. So I need to use a replayer. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. Oh, come on. Just get it. Just give me a replayer. Oop. It's going to go in like this or sticking out like that? In like this. Okay. One there. Get out of the way. One there. So we're going to go 3 and 1 here. And then we're going to have one go up like that. You notice when she jumps, sounds like she's puking. All right. Clear. Clear. Oh, come on now. Clear. Record. Bring you down. Clear it all. Play it back. All right. Set the next one up so I have it. Yeah. You're just going to come down 1. So clear. Record. Clear. Playback. All right, line you up because we need a door in here. Which one? That's a very good question. Maybe this one. Yeah, because I think this one will look weird. That looks... Yeah, that'll look super weird. This one... No, I think that'll look a little bit better. Clear, record, bring you down, clear, playback. All right, now bring you in. Alright, did I already bring that in? I think I did. Oops. And can we get this in the middle? Nope. I can get it like that. And that'll look a little bit more... Actually, I can get that one in there like that. And that'll be special. Because it's the center house. Clear? Good thing I didn't delete that yet, huh? But I might not play back because I already brought those terrain blocks in. Try it again. That needs to go in further. Move this up. Delete. Delete. I don't think I need to delete the rest of those. Hit record. Hit record. Clear. Clear. Playback. There we go. Now I can bring that terrain back in. Just like that. Trying to grab the right piece. Alright, let me just get the diamond. Very careful we delete it. Alright, now, I should have just, whatever. There. There. Just like that. Or there's an alternate take that I could do. The cliffs, maybe. Not something that I had planned for today. These 3-hour Let's Builds are just for the birds. A time for peace, I swear it's not too late. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn. Oh, that's right. Alright, forget I showed you that. You'd be like, why didn't you do it? 'Cause I forgot. You can actually use these pieces as... Alright. Maybe over here. Yeah, you can actually use the Arendelle houses as a base for the candy house. I totally forgot. We just take those and then you stick the candy house in there. Yeah, totally forgot, and I'll let you build it out a little bit more. Yep. We wanna, yeah. Where's the Arendelle house? Castle. Was it under set pieces or something? I'm just gonna see about setting that right like that. Or maybe flipping it around. I wonder, can I stack these in each other with a replayer? Yeah, so what we're going to have to do is really double these up. just for background. Yeah, I think that works. Not supposed to be over here. Put a barrier around it. All right, I'm going to save it. All right, so what I want... Again with the cliffs. But this is the sugar cliffs. This is Candyland. Candy Mountain, I guess. You get in trouble with hindsight here. It has to go back. So I have to delete all this. By the way, when I put this in here, I didn't know what I was doing. I said that, I think. But I think I got it. Alright, I think I know what I'm going to do. Hopefully I can leave these there and build on top of those. Okay, so that's our base structure. Maybe we'll put a road in here. We put a sidewalk in here like we did with the other one. It might look better than what I'm doing right now. What I'm thinking. It doesn't look bad. But that looks better. Alright, so now let me try going back down to terrain. No, going back down to terrain. That cliff. Just gonna set it right here for now. I need a drink of coffee. All right. These have to, where I'm at, over here. These have to be here. Just set that there for a second. I got to get the Arendelle house. All right, perfect. Okay. Will these stick out? Yes. Okay, they will stick out. So these are going to line up like this. These are going to come in. Let me just... I should be able to grab a hold of that, right? And steal it. For no rhyme or reason. Okay. How big is this? It's on a 2. So if I do another 2, oh, I just take this. Maybe it doesn't have to be in a mountain. What did they do? Come up 1? I don't know. I don't want to do this anymore. This is what happens when you don't have a plan. All right, we're going to use a replayer on that. Hopefully it'll merge. Yeah, we're going to have it like that backwards. Oh, forget about the candy pieces because they're not visible anyway. So forget it. I need an architect to fix it from here. Papa H! Papa! I messed this up royally. The viewers are mad. There's nothing we can do about it. This sucks. Oh, it's not what I expected it to be. One side's higher than the other. It looks like garbage. I quit. All right. Yeah, I thought this would be a good idea. This idea fails miserably. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You get nothing. Good day, sir. I said good day, sir. You should have stayed. Well, if nothing, then I guess I'll just put this here. I think I'll just do this. Maybe. Then that'll fit on here. I guess. Yes, I guess. I guess she was right. Man, give me that terrain piece again. Should be in most used. I used it enough. But I have to fix that. Like that. Go back. Get that. Put that there like that. Hopefully this comes out good. No! It's not what I had in mind! Alright, replayer one more time. Alright, get rid of you. Get rid of you. Alright. Get the new replayer, which I should have just renewed that from where it was, but whatever. Hit record. Let's see if we can make a bunch of these Arendelle castles hooked together. Can we bring that in? I have to grab it first. Alright. if I blend that in with, no, I'm not going to. I do, there. If I, thing is, I have to, all right, I guess I can do this. Stop. All right. You go over here. I got to redo all those Arendelle houses on the edge. If this doesn't work, I'm going to be mad. This whole mess is all for naught. Clear. I'm going to have to start it over. Hit record and go back to those castles. You go there. Clear. Record. You go here. Clear. Playback. Can I just line that up like that without putting the second one down? 1, 2, 3. That's going to be going back too far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, come down 11. I thought it was 10, but whatever. Clear. Record. Try to come down 11. If I can get a hold of it without falling off the ledge. And that didn't work. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Got it. Okay. Hopefully this works. Come on, where are you? Over here? Come on! Clear. Alright. Let's do our best to get rid of any replay or any Z fighting we can. Record. Alright, let's get the chapel in there like we did before. Alright, inch it over 2 from the ledge. 1, 2. I have a feeling that that's not enough. Oh, that is enough. Okay. Clear. Clear. Reverse playback. Alright. Eliminated quite a bit of Z fighting. Or hided a lot. It's hiding a lot of Z fighting. Okay, now on for decorations. Goodbye. Let's get rid of the trigger areas because we don't need them. Just be careful. Remember, this is one of the things that you can get away with in 2D or side scroller because you're not going to see behind anything. So, you're good to go. Alright, how about we take this? If we want to rip those apart and put those in, go right ahead, but I ain't doing that. So we can put these in here, but we'd have to rip these apart. Wonder how much is that dog in the window? We'd have to really rip these apart, and I don't want to do that again. So, because it's not easy, I might have to do it anyway, but let's try something else. Let's just go to decorations. Strip 1 or strip 2, strip 1 and strip 2 for the most part. Alright, we have Candyland, which is broken on the it's broken on the PC version. It's fixed in the Brown Bat mod, but it's broken in the non-mod. It's not broken in the console, which is why I mod. The Frozen Flourish, we have that. So up top, let's do Candyland. So what's the second Candyland? Lollipops. There's another one that's broken too. No, this one's fine. There's another one that's broken too, but not this one. This one's good. But what we're gonna do is easy thing is theme this to Nice Land or one of the other ones that has a flat back. But we're gonna want to merge some pieces. So maybe we want to do, let's see, turn this to Nice Land, or, yeah, Nice Land. Yeah, so let's get a replayer. We'll do one of one, one of the other, but you gotta get these merged in. See, if I just do that, come over here and hit clear, that worked. And I can hit record and bring this in, line that up like that, hit clear, hit playback, hit clear, hit reverse playback. All right. I don't know why reverse playback. Oh, you know why? You know why the Candyland didn't come in? Because the boundary's broken on it. All right. Make that new, start this over, record. Don't use Candyland to set that down, or on the, don't change the theme to Candyland on the PC version. Alright. Which one's which? Did I get the right one? Or did I put the same one down? Nope, we got it. Yeah, only change it to Candyland after you're done with this one. There's another one that's broken as well. I forget which one it is off the top of my head, but all you gotta do is change it to it and realize it won't be put down. Alright. Then you'll know. Alright, I have to take all this stuff out because I forgot that piece. So, that corner piece. Alright, what's gonna need to come out? Yeah, I gotta redo this whole section. Whole cliffside. Which means this building needs to be out as well. Alright. Start at the bottom, do that first. You. Oh, that's right. Alright, start at the top because this has to be compensated for with the merge. Alright, so there's that. Where's the clear? You. I'm gonna have to. No, I don't wanna. I have to rip this apart anyway because I have to bridge these two. I think. Hopefully, I can do a bridge with a path creator, but probably not. All right, I gotta get this merged in over here before I rip this apart again. Clear. Playback. All right. I could leave that. Have that pop out like that. Let me just bring this over here. Clear. Record. Bring you down, and you are a royal pain in the booty. I have to rip all the houses out. I don't want to rip all the houses out. I have to rip the floor out too. This one too? Yeah, because it merged, remember? Yeah. The whole section. Well, at least now we'll put the candy in there. You got your wish. Put the candy in there. Stop. Clear. Playback. Yeah. All right, delete it. Hit record. Get the... No, record. One. Clear. Record. And then the climbing cliff. So it doesn't Z-fight. Clear. Reverse playback. And then the houses. Clear. Crud. Clear. Reverse playback again. Only delete what you need to survive. I said only take what you need to survive. This is my industrial strength hair dryer, and I can't live without it. Pick that up. No, you pick that up. All right. It's a good movie. Which ones? This one? Which one was going to be left vacant? It doesn't matter, does it? One of these was. I remember I had two of those together, though. Does it matter? Not now. Oh, it's probably like that. Yeah, these two. Something like that. Say stop. Line these up. Clear. Clear. Record. Bring that down. Bring that down. I gotta fix that one. Clear. Stop. Line it up. Clear. Record. Record. Bring that down. Clear. Reverse playback. Yeah, I know. I need... Oh, it played... What? That's messed up. It didn't play before. Remember? Just making sure it's not doubled. It's not. Remember the time before? Yeah, that's weird. Alright, now, because popular demand said so, we're going to line these up. We're going to go lolly, lolly. What do you call this thing? Peppermint. Lolly. Hey, Peppermint. Oh wait, is one of these weird? No, I can't remember. We'll just use them both. I think the one's weird looking though. Whatever. I gotta go. Let's see. Clear. We're gonna drop all these. I think I have to clear that one. And go record. Stop. Stop. Clear. Clear. Record. Remember Lego? Back before Lego had voices. Alright, clear. Reverse playback. Ah, snark. Alright. Some of them need help to come back in. Some of them don't. I don't know what constitutes as what and what does what not. Whatever. It's messed up. This needs to go in one. So that needs to cleared out. Clear. Record. Maybe they all can go in. Let me try that. Let me have it go in just a little bit more. Maybe they're all sticking out too much. Nope, they weren't. I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried. Oh, that's what it was. The pink doesn't look right. All right. It's just too, it doesn't match. Record. They all have to be this one. Alright, is that everything? Not really. I have to do those lights. A 2-hour build. Sit right back and you hear a tale of a bat that doesn't know what he's doing on a 3-hour build of what the heck is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? He doesn't know. He's just a bookkeeper. Okay. Do do do. Hey, hey. Be careful, careful, careful. Alright. Now, what are we going to stick in there? Go to decorations. Let's try a Fantasy Terrain 3. See what we get. This will work. Okay, let's theme it to something that's going to fit in there and then theme it back. Will this work? I don't think it will. I don't think. Actually, no. Maybe let's try the Death Star. Nope. Nope. So, I'm going to theme it. I'm going to do the trick. I can grab a hold of it, put it down, put another one down, back it out, put it in wherever I want it, toggle my directional pad, put another one down, go over here, theme all, and I'm going to theme all back to Agrabah so I don't have to change any of the Agrabah stuff, and then I'll just have to individually change all this. Do I still have Agrabah on? Apparently not. Yeah, I do. Oh, that's the sky. Now let's find it. No, no, no. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, where'd it go? Individually theme that. And can I have to individually theme anything? Let's see. Poppy Lals. Peppermint trees. Poppy Lals. Hopefully we don't have to do that again. But you know what they say. Yeah, I don't know what they say. You ain't seen nothing yet. Bing, bing, baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Meet me. All right. Will this work better? Of course, if I set the theme, it was going to break. Why wouldn't it? Give me Nice Landers or Retro. One of the square ones. Now let's change it. Candyland. Okay. Alright, what is Candyland with this? And what is Candyland with this? We should already know because we used it 1,000 times. Oh, we didn't use it 1,000 times. Alright, so now... Candyland. Alright, what is going on with that? Why are you not... Oh, because of that, you didn't that. Alright, so maybe something else will work? Of course not. Oh, that's the other one. That's the, I think I might be able to, since this is still in use, if I delete this, should have saved it first, though. Alright, they're both... Oh, no, this one's broken. Okay. Change this to nice land. Set it down. Something else. That looks nice. Let me grab this. Put this down here like that. Go back here. Play. Please, 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 please. Please, everybody come in. Why aren't you coming in? I know you were on there. Oh, is it because of... Is it because of this? Is it because of this? You better come in now. I'll smack you. Alright. How about you come in last? Come on. Yeah, I'll get those things to come in a different way then. Alright, we don't have any Oh, the problem was going over like that. Oh well, it is what it is. Agrabah. Individually theme. Hopefully that was the last one. No ho 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 ho. I was hoping. Alright, so I would just put you there and not use a corner piece. That's fine. Alright, which one is the skinny trees for Arendelle? This one. Alright, get rid of this. Alright, get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And see what we can do to make a bridge after we save it, because I don't want to lose all this progress. And then, what are we going to use for a bridge? Something we can drive across. We have terrain pieces, and let's use the terrain pieces, maybe, or we use Cinderella's castle, or we use Arendelle Castle. Take your pick. A bridge is a bridge. Well, one of them I might be able to transcend matter without having to rip things apart. The only problem is there is no problem. Problem is, oh, you gonna take me home tonight? All right, you can't sing that song. All right, let's see if trigger area allows us to merge with this piece. Absolutely, positively not. You are not allowed to pass go. You are not allowed to collect $200. You are not. If you try to, you will stay in jail for 5 extra years other than what, or plus whatever is on the Monopoly card. I have no idea what you're talking about. Neither do I. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Shut up. Record. This is where things get tricky. Good thing we measured. No! And the wishbone of a duck. Clear. Oh, hold on. I forgot to hit record. Record. Yeah, set the theme. Set the theme. I mean, they're going to rip the other one apart, too. No! Did I already took... Alright, that should be on there. I hope it is. Hope what is? I hope that I already have the corner piece recorded. I think I do. Clear. Record. Just be careful! Alright, don't hit anything. Jump. No. There we go. There you go, little girl. I'm 300 years old. Yeah, I know, but you look like a little girl. Shut up. Don't call me a little girl. I'll turn you into a toad. What? Clear. Playback. Good. Clear. I hope this does not cause Z fighting. Alright, I'll take you. Oh, stop with the road pieces. It doesn't go in because it's a rah 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 rah. It's a rah rah rah. I think now we have to have a roan in there. Yeah. In the wishbone of a duck. Stop. Record. Dun 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 dun. I just want to make sure that this 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I just want to make sure it's lined up on an even integer and not an odd one. Tinkerbell, you're going to be alright. Hooray, no Z fighting. Now let's change it to what it's supposed to be, I think. Okay. Now. Extend the bridge across, and then from here on it turns into ice. And now, we're done with this one. We get to do the same thing over here again. We get to rip this part again. Because why? You're annoying. So are you. I need the wishbone of a duck. I have another idea. Oh man, you and your ideas. This might not work. Rocky Road. what does this mean? It means that this beep thing doesn't work at all. Where? Because I'm in the wrong spot. That's why. Caverns and tunnels. I am looking for the right part. What if? Can't. No, forget about what if, because you're going to change the camera angles and you're going to see that slop behind there. You can't look at the slop. You can't look at the Arendelle Castle slop. I was wondering if we could just do this and it looked like we were going through a cave and stuff. But if I have to rip this apart again, I want to be a nasty man. What? Alright, hold on. Will this transcend this with a trigger area? And the answer to the question is, welcome to So no, it don't. Alright, whatever. I don't want. Alright, it's gonna be, it is what it is. The only other thing that I would say, I wouldn't do that. I would do something like this. Never mind, because I think you'd see it and it look, just leave it well enough alone. Don't touch anything ever again, or I'll slap your patties. Smack your patties. And I got the wrong piece in here. Smack your patties. What we're gonna do? No, I don't want this thing. Get. Alright, record. I said record. I said stop. Look around. Here it comes. We want this. And we have to delete all this because we're going to put it back in again. Got that. Got that. No, not the house. No. This is... Oh, I had to cheat. Because I have to... No, oh, man. Is there another way where I don't have to rip the stupid thing apart again? No. Ack. I don't think that I can use one of these on the other one. Oh, you cheeky. Oh, wait. If this works, then will this? No. Why will one work and one will not work? I want to take these apart again. You broke it. Alright, stick you in there. Clear, record. No, I'm playing. Whatever. Yeah, there's no other way to get this in here. Leave that out. I think we're not going to have a house in there. That house is just going to be gone. No. Yeah. Just clear. Pretend that house. There's no house. It's demoed. Done. Gone. No more house. Probably behoove us not to put it there anyway, because we're going to... Wait a minute. Why is the bridge... Please tell me it lines up. Please tell me it's even. Please tell me it's even, Steven. Oh, you are... You can go back in later. Clear, play. Move you out of the way. Okay. Did I just move that? I think I moved it. Yeah, I moved it just a teeny bit. Okay. I need to put you down here. Will the replayer work with this? It might. Skip to dee doo da, skip to dee day. Clear. What a wonderful day. Bring you down. Clear it out. Put playback. And there it comes. Walking down the street. Get the funniest looks from everyone we meet. I want to use this piece. Will this work in the corner? I bet it don't, because things are stupid today. Hey. I cleared that out. Clear. Record. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course not. Is there something I can make that into to make that go through it? No, of course not. That would be too simple. There's no tiny piece. I'm just going to do what I want to do anyway. Do it again. Agrabah. Yes. Delete. What the flip-flop is going on with these lines? That is, I don't like what I'm seeing here. That has, is messed up. All right, I got to individually theme all this stuff. Let me try something here. Record. Put one of these in there. Clear. Playback. All right, so check this out. I'm able to theme it to something else. And if I play it back, it gets all messed up. So, yeah, I don't know how to explain what I just did, but that's what it does. So the reason I did that is because I'm seeing if I can get a Frozen and a Candyland mixed together, and it worked. Just don't do it a million times. All right, we need some sort of road, I think, right? We just... it's not wide enough, so I need some sort of path. All right, that'll... This is actually going absolutely nowhere. But you can extend these out, you know. You can put something over here if you wanted, if it was part of your story. Now the issue we have here is they're overhanging. You can't put those in there. But them's the breaks, kiddo. Unless you dig it up and put it in there again. You might be able to use a path or a trigger area. I don't think you can with this. Oops. No. You cannot. It will not work. It will work. Well, it will work here because of the distance, but you just have to probably use a replayer on getting the getting the lights to come back. Let's see if it works. Yep. So over here, we'd have a similar issue or similar thing. But as far as just, what, transcend the tree without using a replayer? No. Well, that worked. I'm going to leave it alone. You don't... They didn't shovel today. Alright, change this. Now let's look at it. Look at it from here. It looks spectacular. Oh, wait. It's not time yet because if I just go through here, it's still going to be Desert Sky Dome. We don't want that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let me change this to desert. And here, we're going to have our trigger area. Actually, we're going to need 2 trigger areas. All right, we're going to have one here and then one here. If you don't know, if you just use a trigger area and keep going back and forth, you're going to glitch out the Sky Dome. So you need, in essence, if I drove through here really fast and hit one to trigger the other one, it'd glitch. So I need a bigger area Or hook it to a time delayer, and that'll be safer. I think that'll be the safer bet. 4 seconds is usually the sweet spot for changing sky domes. All right, so now definitely, let's see, new logic connection entered. Player 1 is going to trip this back on, which is going to start that cycle again. Now, how about I make another cycle over here? 2 timers, a switch. All right, new logic connection on. Start. New logic connection, timer expired. Start. And over here, did I do something with the second one? Yeah, I did. Because the second one looped back to this one. Expired. Start. All right, now I have to set properties for the target time. I'm going to say 30. Visible display off. Double check. Make sure it changed. Properties. Target time 30. Visible display off. Double check. Make sure it changed. Good and good. Okay. New logic connection. Timer expired for that first one. We're going to come over here. And again, we're going to go all the way down. And it's going to be nighttime. It's going to be Syndereum's Take Over Sky. All right, let me get over here. Let me switch to Sky Dome so I have it to pick from. All right, when this is on, we're going to go over to the Sky Dome and we're going to change the frozen one, chill in the air. Come back over here, and new logic connection, timer expired. Same thing, chill in the air. Also, we have to do this, and I'm going to bring this over here. So I'll have to keep going back and forth. New logic connection on. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to reset because I had something else on off. I was just going to say turn that switch off, but we connected this to this, so I'm not going to do that. New logic connection on, but it's going to reset both of these. Okay, so new logic connection, when this is on, it's going to reset both of these. All right, let me just bring this over here. And nothing should be hooked up yet, right? Nope. And what did that say? Enter player 1 on. I'm going to delete that connection and go through a time delayer. 1, 2. Set them both for 4 seconds. Okay. New logic connection entered. Player 1. Start delay. New logic connection entered. Player 1. Start delay. New logic connection delay completed. Now we'll hit that switch on after 4 seconds. And the same thing with this one to the other switch. Logic connection. Delay completed. On. And that should prevent the Sky Dome glitch. Alright, let's save it. And I'm just going to load it.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, the other thing I gotta do is I gotta clear out my discs. So that right there should have changed the Sky Dome to Agrabah. And maybe it didn't because... Probably because I had... Let me load it again. See, remember I saved it was at Arendelle when I had the disc on. So, yeah, by default, it should be here. So, in order to get it to stay proper, I'm going to save it as it is on this Sky Dome so it doesn't go back to frozen. Perfect. The bridge is there. All right, we have a mess. I'm going to have to hide that mess. How am I going to hide that mess? I'm going to hide that mess like this. Let me load it. Terrain. Because basically what I need to do is cover all this up. Which you see the dilemma here is I have to rip this apart again. Oh, I took everything apart. All right, hold on. If this will work, that'd be great. With any of these. Either this one or this one. I just don't want to rip this apart again. That's the thing. Ah, sugar. Sugar snaps. I have to redo this stupid thing again. Maybe I don't think it will, though. It might. Record. Nice land. Clear. I don't think it will, though. Playback. Yeah, it will. Okay. That's merged in. So I have to remerge this. So delete that. Nice land. Clear. Record. Why are you doing this to moi? Was that piece even necessary? Nobody can see it, so I can get rid of that piece. Okay. Okay. Frozen. And that goes up top. Again. Clear. Record. One, two, clear, record. You go there. You will go there. Stop. Clear. Record. And we're just gonna have to merge that. Merge a new one. Clear. Record. Just to line up right there. Clear. Playback. Hopefully it all played back because there's so many that I did. I'm gonna have to bring that down. Can I just... One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what? 1, 2, just 2. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work though. Maybe. Clear. That was stupid. Playback. Did it play? That shouldn't be on the recorder. Oh, it wasn't. Record. 1, 2. Clear. Playback. And then change that to that. Now what's going on with... Oh, that needs to line up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear. Record. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear. Play. Alright, I think I got it. Alright, delete.
I'm here. Come on.
Alright, this should be... It should be it, unless I forgot something. Let's test out. Alright, perfect. Perfect. We have it hidden. And now we got the change of Skydome. We are now in Christmas territory. Christmas winter territory. And there's the end of the world. Go upstairs. Oops. Apparently that's something that we could fix if we wanted to fix. But I don't really want to fix it. And now we have the entrance to the Candy Castle. And you can only see how big that castle is if you fly out here. Thing is, when I was building it, you followed along. If you followed along, you know that I didn't know what I was doing from one thing to another. And I think it turned out really nicely. So I'm going to bid you adieu. If you stayed and watched this whole thing, you win Christmas. Christmas is yours. So until next time, remember, this has been That Brown Bat in the Toybox, reminding you to keep on building. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys in the next episodes.